Before we continue, there is something worth noticing. Life rarely changes in a single dramatic moment. More often, it changes through ordinary decisions repeated over time. A conversation you chose to have, a risk you chose to take, a door you chose to walk through or walk away from. And eventually, what felt like a small decision became a different life. In the last chapter, we explored uncertainty. We discovered that growth often begins where certainty ends. But uncertainty alone does not shape a life. Choice does. Because every day, whether consciously or unconsciously, we are deciding. Not only through our actions, but through our hesitation. Not only through what we pursue, but through what we avoid. Every moment carries a direction, and every direction begins with a choice. Now, Chapter 4, The Art of Choice, Understanding and Owning Your Decisions. From the moment we wake, we begin choosing. Some choices appear insignificant: what to wear, what to eat, what message to answer. Yet beneath these small decisions, something greater is unfolding. A life is being shaped. Most people imagine destiny as something that arrives, but more often, destiny is accumulated, choice by choice, day by day, moment by moment. And the remarkable thing is this: every choice carries a consequence, not as punishment, not as reward, but as reality. Every decision plants a seed. Some bloom quickly, others remain hidden beneath the surface for years, yet all of them eventually reveal themselves. This is why understanding choice is one of the most important skills we can develop. Because a decision is never only about the present moment, it is a conversation with the future. The future version of you is living inside the choices you make today. And yet, most decisions are not made through logic alone. Beneath every choice are invisible influences, old fears, old habits, past experiences, unspoken beliefs. Sometimes we think we are choosing freely, when in truth, we are simply repeating patterns. The mind often operates on autopilot, choosing what feels familiar, choosing what feels safe, choosing what requires the least resistance. And while familiarity offers comfort, comfort is not always wisdom. This is where awareness becomes powerful, because the moment you become conscious of why you are choosing, you reclaim your freedom to choose differently. There are times when logic guides us. We examine the facts, we weigh possibilities, we consider outcomes. And there are times when emotion takes the wheel, a feeling, an impulse, a reaction. Neither is inherently wrong. Both have their place. The art is learning when to listen and when to pause, when to trust your heart and when to question it, when to think carefully and when to simply move forward. The wisest decisions are rarely made by logic alone, nor by emotion alone. They emerge when clarity and feeling learn to work together. And perhaps the greatest part of choice is ownership. Because anyone can make a decision, few are willing to fully own it. Ownership means accepting the outcome, not only when things go well, but when they don't. It means refusing to spend your life searching for someone to blame, because blame feels powerful for a moment. But responsibility is what creates transformation. The moment you own your choices, you reclaim your power. You stop becoming a passenger and become the author. Even mistakes begin to change their meaning. They stop becoming evidence of failure and become evidence of experience, lessons, adjustments, teachers in disguise. Every decision, or whether successful or painful, contains wisdom, For those willing to examine it, this is why confidence is not certainty. Confidence is trust. Trust that whatever happens, you will learn, you will adapt, you will continue. And perhaps that is the deepest freedom available to us. Not knowing every outcome, but knowing we can face whatever outcome arrives. Because life does not ask us to choose perfectly. Life asks us to choose consciously, to choose courage over avoidance, growth over comfort, responsibility over blame, and movement over paralysis. For indecision is also a decision, a choice to remain where you are, and while action may lead to mistakes, inaction often guarantees regret. So choose, not recklessly, not carelessly, but consciously. Choose knowing that perfection is not required, only presence, only awareness, only the willingness to take ownership of the path beneath your feet. For every life is ultimately built the same way, one decision followed by another and another, until eventually those decisions become a story, and that story becomes who we are. As this chapter comes to a close, consider the opportunities waiting, the decisions already asking for your attention, because there comes a moment when understanding choice is no longer enough, a moment when we must examine something even deeper, the forces beneath our decisions, the hidden influences we inherited, absorbed, and rarely question. And that is where we are going next.